So, have you ever walked into a supermarket or even your local duka and saw a product written organic with very big green letters, eco-friendly, sustainable, eco-conscious, cruelty-free, and even compostable? And then you are left wondering, is this product really organic? Is this really sustainable as they claim? And you are left there wondering because the product is a wooden toothbrush wrapped in a plastic paper bag. And on the plastic paper bag, they have written something outrageous such as 100% compostable. You're like, that's not right. This is a perfect example of greenwashing. The general definition by Investopedia of greenwashing is the process of a company actually creating a false impression of their environmental impact of their products or services. I'm going to share with you a very motivating story about a guy called Kenneth Newcomb.
Ken Newcomb. I'm the CEO and founder of Sequest Capital, and my business is to improve the lives of the rural poor through the marketplace in the developing countries.
So Kenneth Newcomb was a ex-CEO at Sequest Capital. Together with his team, they sat down and came up with a very brilliant idea. They developed what we usually call clean cooking jikos or clean cooking stoves.
Kula tema kala diranga vunkoni vampili ba mafua kama bano barugula za handede waje mpagulo bya kwadziwa daga pikira.
Kuni za 150 zima kwana batsukulosela ntuntu. Mpemene bankuni baja. Dimarenga kuni za 500, 600. Dipikile ndiwo dipikile mazo masonde makawuri nkuni geza belo irabi.
Together with his team, they managed actually to build up, to manufacture and supply the jikos to Africa and even South Asia. He entered into the carbon credit business and managed to trade quite a good amount of money. Before I give you the deeper story about Kenneth Newcomb, let's first take a step back and first understand how the carbon markets work. Imagine you have planted a tree. So this tree, normally it consumes CO2. On the other side, there's this company that produces a lot of CO2. So the company that produces a lot of CO2 comes to you and says, hey, you dude, we are going to pay you. No, we are going to pay you 100 bob so that we can go back and claim that our CO2 emissions that we are producing from our business are actually consumed by a tree. So with the clean cooking jikos, the guys at Sequest Capital make, they work same as your tree, but they reduce the amount of CO2 emissions. So what Kenneth did, he went and looked at the jiko, and the jiko was actually claimed the difference in emissions, went back to the guys who were producing a lot of CO2 emissions, and he told them, I have this jiko that has supplied to Africa and Southeast Asia and South Asia. They are reducing a lot of CO2. See, you sell us. Can you sell me? Can you buy the difference in emissions? And because the other guys on the other side just care about where to dispose, they just want to where they can dispose their CO2 emissions. They were like, yes, actually can buy it, but there was a catch to it. Kenneth exaggerated the amount that the jikos were actually offsetting. And he exaggerated this by $100 million. Vera, now the verifier, the carbon credit verifier, came out and actually reclaimed all that. And Kenneth has been charged in the US by $100 million fraud. Him together with the management team there and the CEO, I think, according to Guardian, the CEO pled guilty to the charges. That's a perfect example of greenwashing, whereby a company inflates its impact. So From the Kenneth Newcomb story, you might be wondering, so how does it affect me as a consumer? I mean, I'm in Kenya, I don't use the clean cooking stoves. I have no business using firewood as my main source of fuel. But let me give you this scenario. So a few weeks ago, I decided on my own volition to just take a random walk in the supermarket or the popular retail stores in Kenya. I was keen on spotting words such as organic, eco-friendly, sustainable, or natural. I had quite a look at everything about 30 products, and then I just got tired of doing that. That's when I decided to do some random web scraping from some of the popular e-commerce websites that operate in Kenya. So from it, I was able actually to scrap about 25,000 products. From these, I found about 5,000 products have sustainability related words, and these are words such as natural, organic, compostable, eco-friendly, energy saving, and even cruelty free. Of the 5,000 products that are touting to be eco-friendly or had eco-friendly related words to it, only 20%, that was only 22 of the products, could back up their claims with verifiable certifications. And this, when I'm talking about verifiable certifications, bodies have sat across, bodies or organizations have been set up to actually issue out eco-friendly certifications or even organic certifications. So when you see a product written certified organic, then it must have some sort of certification behind it. 99% of these products that had eco-friendly on them had no business having that eco-friendly on it. There's a difference between a person claiming and actually a person having. I as Mokua can start walking around out there and start calling myself doctor. So from then on, I was wondering, so why does a brand go through all this trouble to print a lot of stickers, to add a lot of descriptions to it? That's when it dawned on me. Products with sustainability related words or buzzwords actually are charged between 20 to 50% more on pricing premiums. And it dawned on me, they do this for the money.
Business.
With the more people are getting eco-conscious with what they use, people are trying to do a lot for the environment, people are trying to live up, to create impact for the environment. Brands out there have gotten a loophole on where they can actually trick the masses or trick the consumers into buying their products, because they believe by adding these buzzwords, they can get an eye of the consumer and charge a premium for the product. So I developed a greenwashing score for the analyzed products, and considering the presence of eco-friendly keywords in them or in their descriptions, with an absence of verifiable certifications. Remember, from the 5,000 products that we had, only 22 of the products had verifiable certification that we could actually relate to. About 300 products fell into a category which I called a high greenwashing score, and these guys scored poorly. So if you claim to be eco-friendly, you have to have that certification with you to actually say that I'm eco-friendly. You just don't wake up and give yourself that title. No. Other products, another around, for the rest of the products, they fell on a moderate to low scores. And these guys had balanced claims. They didn't sprinkle the words too much. They were just there. Imagine those are the products that you use on a day-to-day basis. Then you might have been duped somehow into actually paying more than you were supposed to. So how does greenwashing impact you as a consumer? First of all, remember you are paying a premium for organic products or for sustainable products. When you buy a product that is written eco-friendly or sustainable and it's not certified, you are putting your money at risk, you are putting your health at risk. They charge a premium for organic or sustainable products, therefore you should actually get the value of your money. According to the Competition Authority of 2010, they say that brands are actually advised not to, and it's illegal for brands to offer deceptive marketing. So by a product claiming that it's sustainable and yet it has no valid certification, that's deceptive marketing. You as a consumer, protect yourself, check on the ingredients, make sure you get value for your money. Until next time, people of the internet, it's the boy Mokua. No feelings were hurt during the production of this episode. Thank you.